this morning to welcome all of you to the opening ceremony of the 2023 Volta and OT Regional International Nurses Day under the theme, Our Nurses and Midwives, Our Future. Following these events, all the 27 GRNMA administrative districts across Volta and OT will be organizing a series of activities to mark the week-long celebration. I therefore call and extend an invitation to all nurses and midwives to actively participate in the week-long celebration in their various districts. International Nurses Day is an annual event observed globally on the 12th of May to celebrate the nurses' vital importance to healthcare. We in the GRNMA have adopted for ourselves Nurses and Midwives Week celebration as our unique way of observing the International Nurses Day. The annual Nurses and Midwives Week celebration offers us a unique opportunity not only to celebrate our achievements, but also to voice out our challenges that confront us in the discharge of our duties, and also use as a moment to reflect on what is needed to chart a new future for ourselves. Toby Chairman, permit me to congratulate my fellow colleague nurses and midwives for their devotion to serving humanity over the past years. As part of today's event, we'll be awarding 3 of our colleagues who have distinguished themselves during 2022. The overall winner, however, carries an odious but joyful responsibility of representing Volta and OT region at the national level for national awards. We look forward to victory. On this auspicious day, Toby Chairman, permit me once again to use the opportunity to express our profound gratitude to these very important stakeholders who have supported this event. In no particular order, the Chief Executive Officer of Adipa Prime, Honorable Komi Agoja, MP for Adaklu, Sky Class, and Star Life. They have supported us in diverse ways to see what we are seeing right now. Toby Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the theme, Our Nurses and Midwives, Our Future, shines lights on nurses and midwives' importance, moving us from invisible to invaluable in the eye of policymakers, the public, and all those who make decisions affecting the delivery and financing of healthcare. Furthermore, the team brings to the fore the pivotal role of nurses and midwives in shaping the future of healthcare system. The Sustainable Development Goal, the universal health coverage, primary health care, global health security, pandemic preparedness targets and priorities cannot be attained without nurses and midwives. Nurses are intrinsic to the well-functioning health system everywhere. I say this just to remind you to be proud of the value you hold for the health system. Without their 24-hour presence and their specialized skill in caring for patients, healthcare as we know it will be in shambles. Achieving a better future for nurses and midwives requires greater investment, increased resources, and meaningful action today. We therefore call on the government and our employer to invest in nursing and midwifery education, address the growing nursing and midwifery workforce shortages, provide positive practice environment and adequate remuneration. Now is a time for government and the Ministry of Health to invest in nursing and midwifery workforce for a brighter future for nurses and midwives, and also a better healthcare delivery system into the future. A well-motivated nursing and midwifery workforce is critical at the time of recovery and rebuilding from the ravages of COVID-19 pandemic. Nurses are invaluable for the health system, and by supporting them, we can strengthen the health system and enable it to respond with agility to increasing and dynamic health demands. Toby Chair, nurses and midwives on daily basis are confronted with myriad of challenges. Some of our challenges include, but not limited to, the what I will mention pretty soon. One, increasing workload as a result of increasing migration of nurses and midwives. In the recent time, as an association, we have even lost counts of our members, and these are not just ordinary nurses who are leaving, but these are skilled and experienced nurses who are leaving the system. And this is putting a lot of pressure on the few that are left behind. The reasons nurses gave for leaving this country some years ago are the same reasons for which reason they are leaving. And for now, the effects and the consequences may not be obvious, but with time, the danger of this migration will be facing all of us. The problem is that if all these experienced nurses have left the shore of Ghana, who is there to train newly qualified nurses and midwives? Eventually, the effect is that we may end up killing some of our patients in the process of learning. And that's the hard fact which we must be worried about. Poor conditions of service, including low salaries, logistical challenges, including lack of modern equipment for healthcare, poor and unsafe working environment. The least said about this, the better. We have nurses working in very deplorable working environment. And this is one of our biggest challenges. Our safety cannot be guaranteed in such kind of working environment. Unemployment of qualified nurses and midwives. We have a chunk of our members who have qualified but are still sitting at home. One thing we know is that once you sit at home after graduation and you don't get employment, you begin to lose your skills. And so many years after you are employed, you are coming with words to deliver words. You can just imagine the consequences. Somebody who has stayed at home 2, 3, 4 years before being employed, and the person has lost all the skills that are acquired through years of education, and now coming into the system. And the problem is further compounded, where the skilled hand that's supposed to train them are virtually missing, and we are losing them to the world endowed economies. Lack of medical insurance. This has led to the practice where nurses and midwives have to pay out of their own pocket for their health care costs outside National Health Insurance Scheme. And these we are not happy about. As a trade union representing the socioeconomic interests of thousands of nurses and midwives in Ghana, GRNMA has instituted annual payment of professional identification, renewal fees for all members, GRNMA soft loans, health fund supports, GRNMA fund tied to retirement benefits, flood and fire support, among many others of this intervention in order to support nurses and midwives in times of need. Before I resume my seat, Dr. Chairman, permit me to quote a statement from Dr. Ciprino, the President of International Council of Nurses, to reiterate the centrality of nursing and midwifery workforce to a better healthcare system. And I quote, "Together, our future depends on every nurse, every voice, not only to be on the front line of care, but also be on the front line of change." Once again, you are welcome. We are extremely delighted about your presence at our opening ceremony. It's a pleasure to see many of you here. We are indeed grateful. On behalf of the Volta Regional Council of GRNMA, I wish all nurses and midwives a happy Nurses and Midwifery celebration. I thank you all for coming. God bless you.
Thank you, the humble chairman.